Hey folks, hope you're having a good day. I'm drinking up some jet fuel. I need some for the day. But I came across a video that I think does a really good job of showing us something most of us don't really understand or know. How the Federal Reserve was created. When was it created? What was involved? Well, I came across this video that does a real good job of giving us all an overview to help us understand a little more clearly. And as you watch this video, as I share it with you, we'll watch it together. I want you to consider the things you see happening today. And there's two things in particular I want you to keep at the top of your mind while we watch this video. The embrace of cryptocurrency, the blockchain, by this president. And it was inevitable, no matter who the president was, that was coming. But now he's embracing it because he understands the solution it presents. The intended solution, okay? It wasn't by magic. It was created fit for purpose. Trust me. These things, anything having to do with money doesn't just show up out of thin air. And the second thing I want you to focus on are all these trade deals that he's working on. There's a lot of arm twisting to get these things right. These tariffs are intended to be that twisting of the arm. And it's good because for decades, most of my life, those trade deals have stripped away American jobs, American production, a lot of American wealth has gone overseas. Well, I've watched it happen. And so the idea was that we were a consumer economy. You know, we're the fat cow that keeps on buying. But we once were known for making the best products in the world, the products that lasted forever, the best quality products. You know, you and I both know that's no longer the case no matter what you buy. Planned obsolescence became the name of the game. Make sure it's good enough to do the job now, sparkly enough to get your attention, make you think you got something great and new and innovative, but just weak enough to go on the fritz within 2 years, so you have to go buy another one, or less time than that, right? And then the idea is to keep them buying another one. Like every year there's a new phone, right? A new Samsung, a new iPhone, just to give one example. So I want you to keep those two things in mind. These trade deals are coming in to change a few things. And what is it on Friday? Tomorrow, President Trump's going to go meet with I don't know what Putin is. I don't think he's not president. Whatever he is over in Russia, we know he runs a show. God, I don't even know what he is. So they're going to meet in Alaska. And so there's going to be some negotiating there, right? Because it's not just the war. There's other things that they're going to be talking about. Yeah, if you have a chance to meet with a foreign leader, especially one of a major nuclear power, fairly major economic power, you're gonna try to talk about everything you can possibly talk about, right? And get some things done, maybe. And I'm certain we're not going to hear the results of that meeting completely. Maybe they come to some agreement and they're not going to exactly share that with us till at the appropriate time. That's strategy. That's how you want to do it. I believe that's part of what we're going to watch. But nonetheless, watch this video on how the Federal Reserve was created, and I want you to see the things I'm talking about, the cryptocurrency, the trade deals, because I believe that it's all happening again. And I believe that it was going to happen no matter who was president. But I think we're all incredibly fortunate, not just America, but I think the world as a whole, to have someone like President Trump, who I think we can trust in more so than, I'm certain we can trust him more to do the best job possible with this than any other person I can think of. Because everybody else is either compromised or not capable of really holding their own in every room, so to speak, and Trump is. He's not perfect. So for those of you who think, oh, he's terrible, well, that's your own opinion, and I'll respect that. But 56 years of life tells me that he's as close to perfect as we're going to get for a person in that position, period. Because everybody else is riddled with corruption. And I'm talking on both sides. I'm talking Democrats and Republicans, riddled with corruption. So this guy right here is the best chance we've all got to get this as good a deal out of this as we can over the next 3.5 years now. And we're going to see it happen in that time. So let's check out this video together, and maybe it'll be a little eye-opening for many of you. And as you watch it, go research it. I think you'll find that all that stuff is true. Oh, before we go to the video, like, share, subscribe, bookmark. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, adios amigos. And let's move on to the video.
Jekyll Island, November 1910. 7 bankers meeting in secret to create America's central bank. We just can't call it that. The 1907 panic nearly destroyed us. Banks failed, fortunes vanished. We want to control America's money supply, create booms, trigger busts, and profit from both. And how will we do that? We'll create money from nothing, loan it to the government, and charge interest. Legal counterfeiting, my friends. But there's a cost. Every dollar we print steals value from existing dollars. It's a hidden tax that flows directly to us. And it gets worse. If we ever get off the gold standard, governments can print money for wars. Endless wars become possible and profitable. Since Americans hate central banks, we'll call it the Federal Reserve. Sounds governmental, doesn't it? It's not. The president will appoint board members, but we'll pick who he appoints. We'll have 12 regional banks. Looks decentralized, democratic even, but New York banks control them all. That's us. You're probably wondering how we're going to get this through Congress. December 23rd, 1913. Most of Congress home for Christmas. Perfect timing for passing unpopular legislation. I'll publicly oppose our own bill in Congress. They'll pass it thinking they beat Wall Street. We'll fund university chairs, write the textbooks. They'll teach our system as economic science. Beautiful. Every American born after this will inherit debt on money we created from nothing. Generational servitude. The Federal Reserve. Not federal, no reserves. But everyone will think it's their government protecting them. Good afternoon.
That's what we've been living with. All of us.